Welcome. Thank you so much for joining me today. We're going to let a few more people get on, and as the time draws closer, we'll go ahead and get started. But while we're waiting for people to come on, let me share a little bit with you about liminal space. So, liminal space is the space in between. Quite literally, it's the threshold, the doorway into a new space. And as you know, we have lots of these new spaces in our lives, not only every day, but in every season of life. We can think of it as the transition from autumn to winter. We can think of it as the time between wakefulness and deep sleep, where we're not quite asleep. We can think of it in many, many different ways. Perhaps from a biological perspective, where there's a time where we are potentially pregnant. There's a time where we might be engaged to be married. There might be times where we are ill and in the process of healing. That one happens to be my particular situation, and that's why I'm thinking about liminal space the last couple of months, is because in a few hours I get to leave and travel 1,000 miles to hopefully be able to have some procedures that will help improve my health. It's this in-between time, this time where we get to learn and to grow. It's a beautiful time, and it can be an anxiety-provoking time. It can be a difficult time for some, and very exciting for others. So today, we're going to go ahead and work with those liminal spaces, those in-between times. And I invite you to let yourself be with whatever liminal space you happen to be in at the moment. Now, let me go through what we will do here. So, for those of you who might not be familiar with a sound bath, these beautiful crystal bowls and some chimes are going to help me help you move into a space of deep relaxation, where our mind can consider different options, where our minds can be open to the beauty of a difficult situation or the calmness that can be found in a very exciting situation. I'll play the bowls. Like this, so that you can hear them. And I'm going to invite you to find a position where you can relax and be supported. Now, I will go ahead and play, and as I do, there will come a point in the middle of our sound bath where there will be silence. This is the transitional zone in our sound bath. Well, there will be silence for about 30 seconds. We're not finished yet. We're just in the space, a calm, quiet space where you'll be able to go even deeper into the solution that's waiting for you, the acceptance, whatever it is that you need. It's going to be here for you. Now, let's go ahead and transition into that supportive space where you can relax very deeply. So you know, when we get finished, I will ding a small chime like this, so that you'll know when it's time to come back. Now that you're settled and comfortable, ready to listen and let yourself just be for a few minutes, we'll go ahead and begin. I invite you to take a nice deep breath in and out. Feeling your body be supported. Letting your mind be aware of the breath. The slightly cooler breath as you breathe in, and the slightly warmer breath as you breathe out. That's it. Letting go of the concerns for today, for this moment. Now I invite you to think in your mind of something that is happening in your life that you might be experiencing as a transitionary zone, a liminal space. It might be as simple as the space between breaths, or perhaps quite complex. Maybe it's a change in where you live or where you work, something that's happening physically, mentally, emotionally, or spiritually. Bring that to mind. And then let it go. And I invite you to consider the place where water meets land. The beach. Perhaps a beautiful sandy beach. Perhaps a rocky one. That place where the water laps up and wets the stones, the sand. And we might want to consider further how it feels to walk along that sand. And imagine, if you would, your feet walking that damp sand. Leaving footprints behind. Breathing And you don't need to try, or try not to try, to relax just a little bit more. And as you walk along this beach, consider the caterpillar. A caterpillar who chooses a branch to form a chrysalis, to start to metamorph into a butterfly. So much change, so much undoing. And the caterpillar doesn't know what will become at the end, but maybe has a hint. And likewise, in our own cocoon, our own liminal space, we might not know exactly what is coming. We might have an idea, and that idea can bring about emotions and thoughts and ways of being in our physical body. But if we choose to let go, and be present with what is, we allow a different prospect to potentially come up that may serve us even better. Ease into that quiet space of the here and now. That's it. And allow whatever thoughts, whatever emotions, whatever inspirations get to be present, to go ahead and come forth as we begin to move up and out of our liminal space. thank you. Thank you for joining me today. I look forward to many future returns and best wishes to you in your journey through your own liminal space.